Hey y'all. So, say you are getting ready to move into a new home, purchase a new home, purchase a plot of land, or if you are getting ready to get a commercial property, move your business somewhere. One of the questions I get asked often by some of my clients are about what is a good number, what is a good vibration to move into. So, quick disclaimer, whatever you decide to move into, you have free will and you have free will to make it the best that you want to make it. But the numerical vibrations really do help you to understand a little bit more of what's happening on that land and that property and to decide on if you really want to move into it. So, we're going to go through the numbers 1 through 9. Now, mind you, they can end up to be a double digit, but we're just going to go through the numbers 1 through 9. So, for example, you can move into the number 13 house. But that would be the number 4 of what I'm talking about here. Okay. So let's start with number 1. Let's say you want to move into a home, uh, and it equals to number 1. One of the things that you can expect vibrationally from there are lots of new beginnings. So, sometimes like newlywed new people that are getting married will they'll ask me like, I found a place, for us, but it equals 1. Like, what do I do? Like, what is this? It will be a lot of new beginnings, a lot of new energy, okay? New things that might happen in it consistently. And this is also for commercial property and businesses, right? But on the flip side, this also can breed energy of butting heads and feeling like there's not a lot of balance when it comes to the equal give and take in the connection in the home. And so you'll have to be able to communicate about that with your the people in your home or your business about workload or whatever. Okay. Another thing is ego. A lot of ego. A lot of not really listening to the other people in the home, and arguing and bickering can happen in that way. And so, and knowing that this vibration is what that is, you can actually really work on that. You can, have days where you just cleanse the energy from any type of inflated egos, especially if you have one energy in your own personal charts. Okay. So let's go on to number 2. Number 2 is for me, a really great home to move into. Like, say the home equals 2 and you're moving in with your loved ones. This energy is loving energy. It's teamwork, team environment. There's balance there. You might decide that it might be a little bit more emotional, okay, where you have to speak more on your emotions in the home. This could be more of a healing type of house, okay? Just know that number 2 energy is about balance and duality, okay? And so moving into a home that equals 2 or doing business with 2 energy, moving into a commercial property that's your business that has 2 energy, that can bring in lots of good teamwork with your employees or the employees that work there. But it can also breed people who don't have a lot of tact and diplomacy. Okay, so there might be things where you have to watch your tone a little bit more in the home or in the workspace. You might have to watch how you're saying things. You might have to be very careful with the women in the home, because this is a very feminine number when it comes to the emotional aspect of it. It's more of a divine feminine type energy, more representative of a Cancerian energy. So if you've ever dealt with the Cancerian or any type of water energy in that way, you understand that there's a lot of emotions, a lot of fluidity in that way. So that home would have that type of energy. Okay. If you move into a home that has 3 energy or a commercial space with 3 energy, that's going to be pretty fun, pretty exciting. Okay. That this energy is lively. 3 energy, moving into 3 energy is usually like, kind of a home where you can expect more people coming in and out of it, more like house parties, good foods, good libations. This is why restaurants do very well with like 3 energy, because you're expected to have lots of people coming in and out, laughing and enjoying themselves. Okay, the number 3 is about enjoying yourselves. Now, In a home setting, it can be a bit of an issue when you just want things to be calm and balanced. Number three energy is not that balanced, but it is full of lots of lucky breaks. And so, like, if this is your business, you could have like a lot of just unexpected opportunities happening in that space. There could be something that, another business that forms right next to yours that is very prosperous, which brings more business to you. Stuff like that can happen, okay? But just expect lots of laughter, whether it's your home or your business. So the next number four, oh, okay. Now, so I would say just don't do it. Like if you're already in a four home, fine, okay? But the number four, okay, but just by my own experience, I have lived in two number four homes, and each of them have resulted in an enormous amount of work for me and an enormous amount of work for those that live in the home, and things breaking and all kinds of stuff happening. Okay, so a lot of a lot of Asian people will say, don't do it. Anyway, if you happen to be living in a four home, just know that you are in the energy vibration of work. And so if there is things that need to be worked on in your relationships and in your connections, if there are things that need to be worked on in your just your life in general, your personal life, all those things will come up along with all the other things that come up with the house. Say the house is built on a shady foundation or a shaky foundation, it will just be like, dang, like I gotta get this fixed, I gotta dig this. This is breaking, the garage is breaking, like everything you can think of is breaking. Okay. And so you have to be very strong. You have to be open to doing the work if you move into a home that equals a number four vibration, hands down. So if that's not what you want, then you might want to pass that by. I don't know if you've ever noticed like homes that are like on Zillow and those kind of things. A lot of those homes do equal four that have been on the market for a long time because people keep moving out of them, because there's always something going on, with that. So if your business has four energy, just expect, to put in the work for things to get done. That's why it's your business. It's more favored to be a business address number than a home address. So I hope that makes sense. So if you move into a five vibration home, expect to just have lots of really great sex. Okay. One of my homes that I've grown up in is a five vibration, and I can just tell you. So expect that energy. Expect a lot of I would say this would be a home where if you don't say it's a home that you visit, like it's a vacation home and those kinds of things, it's perfect for a vacation home. It's perfect for some type of enjoyment, luxury, sensual pleasures, get-togethers, good foods. Say you have like belly dancing class at your house. Just stuff like that. Number five energy in a house, to me, it's always felt really good to me, because I've had a family home that has had five energy, and it's been a family home of mine for all of my life. So just know that five energy in a home does bring lots of fun, good times, but it also brings lots of changes. Just like the number four energy, there could be things that you have to fix a lot and get things done. But when you do that, it provides this level of freedom that you feel in the home. You may feel free to be in the home with your loved ones, free to be who you are. But just know that this energy can also breed addiction. So like say in the home, like there's always really good food, or there's always really good things that happen in the home, you can become addicted to that and afraid to leave that home and go other places. So I'm just telling you the energy of that five energy. If it's your home, if it's your work environment, just know that It could be all kind of things that happen. It could be changes. It could be things you have to put in work-wise, and it's just kind of depending on what your business is. If your business is more of a structured business where everybody has to be on time and everything has to be a certain way, you might run into a little bit of issues with that because number 5 is very inconsistent. But if it's one of those things where yes, you have a very systematic way of doing things in the business, but you also allow a level of freedom for the employees, the coworkers, or whatever, it will thrive in that way. Okay. So if your home is a number 6, I always feel like this is like the best number. Aside from the number 2, I feel like this is the best number because it's all about love. The number 6 is all about home and family. So like when couples that are getting married, they come to me and they ask me like, what is a great day to get married on? I always say number 6, not like no, let me just be very clear on this. I didn't want to go into double digits, but I had to be very clear on what this is. So if the energy just equals 6, it has that I guess that root vibration of love and home and family and those kinds of things. But if it equals 15, there could be ups and downs in love in the home. It can equal like a lot of like turmoil when it comes to relationships and breakup to makeups and those kinds of things. So if it's like a 24/6, there will be a lot of work put into the house and a lot of work put into love in the home. And that home will probably have a really good foundation and balance and those kinds of things. Now, like I said, numerology is also what you make it. So even though the numbers might not be might have a certain vibration to them, you can actually you as the person, as the power in this, can change and illuminate things the way that you need them and want them to be. Okay. Um, the number 7, people who live in number 7 homes, or the vibration is 7. Uh, depending on the number. So I'll just say 7, but I'm going to talk about 16/7 in a moment. But the number 7 is about spirituality and isolation and being with yourself. I lived in a number 7 apartment and one time, and even though I am highly introverted, uh, nope, nobody came to visit me. Even my best friend, we were laughing one time about how we live in the same city, girl, and you didn't even invite me to your place. I was always at hers, or inside, right? So the number 7 energy, like say like you move into a 7 home, just kind of expect a lot more privacy than maybe if you're not used to having privacy, if you're wondering why people just don't come around. The energy of that home is for you. It's more of a cocoon type home for you to heal in, for you to do healing work, but it's also for your family to get that type of healing. Moving into a 7, having a 7 vibration for your business though is a little different because it is you might not get a lot of clients coming in if it's one of those type of businesses where you need a lot of people, a lot of traction. Even if you're in a busy area, you might wonder, why are people not coming to my business? It's because the vibration is one of isolation and one of not too many people knowing about it or coming in. But if your business is like a retreat type business, if your retreat has like an address that's number 7, I think that that's perfect for it, especially if it's decked off in the woods somewhere. Okay, so if your place that you move in has a vibration of 8, I'm going to start with business first. 8 as a business uh, location number is perfect to me. Now, yes, you have to do all your checks and balances. Everything has to be accounted for, everything has to be accountable. You have to be on your P's and Q's with it. But 8 energy brings in the money. This is why whenever I see a business that has an 8 vibration or 8 numerology, I'd be like, oh, that business is going to do very well. They're going to have a lot of traction, especially if it's in an area where there's a lot of people that will come in, especially if it's something where you want a lot of people in and out of your business. Okay. If it's your home vibration, there would be balance there, but there could be issues dealing with give and take in money. Okay. And so it's always very important before you move into a house that equals 8, that you discuss if you're moving in with other people, what what you expect out of them when it comes to them paying for certain things and those kind of things, because money issues could get out of hand. Like if you're paying for services and things to get fixed in your home, somebody might overcharge you. You might want to just really look into all the details dealing with money and finances. You also want to be very clear on the details of your lease or your agreement or your mortgage and all of those things. All things money are going to be very, very important in moving into an eight home. Okay. But also, if you also make money out of your home, like you work from home and those kind of things, that's also very favored. Okay. So because you're making money and you're doing work and those kinds of things in an eight vibration of money. Okay. And so the last number is nine. If you move into a nine home, okay, there is some sort of completion that you will be understanding about yourself or others in that home. I don't know, whatever it could be. It could be that you're coming into an understanding about yourself before you move on to a new journey, before you move on to something new and different, right? Sometimes people move into nine homes as their temporary home or home that is not something that they would just completely just live in forever. People who live in nine homes for long periods of time, usually they've seen generation for generation for generation kind of go on or pass away and those kind of things. Not to say people will pass away in nine energy homes, but you've probably seen a lot of things happen. This home probably has a lot of history. Okay. This is the same thing with businesses. Like if this is your home business number, then you can also expect a lot of people in and out of the business, coming in and out, a lot of traction. The number nine is such a powerful number because that number mirrors all the other numbers. It holds all the other numbers up. So if you have a nine business, like if your business house equals nine, business place equals nine, you can expect just a lot of people knowing about your business or wanting to come in or at least wanting to see about it. But you can also, like if you have employees, you might experience like in and out of employees, a lot of people coming in and out of your business, a lot of people leaving and coming and hiring and all that stuff. So you might want to just prepare for that and make sure that you um know that this vibration could bring in that type of influx and if you're okay with it. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for listening, and you take good care of yourselves.